Feeling rejected or left out? Here are 3 things to remember. 1. Let them. If they leave, let them. It's not about you. Number 2. Let me. Focus on what you can control. Your response. 3. That shift is power. Letting go gives you peace and clarity. Let them, let me. That's how you take your power back. Mel Robbins has a theory that changed my life. 4 simple words that helped me reclaim my peace. Let them, let me. And today, I want to show you how that mindset helped me navigate rejection, cultural guilt, family silence, and even workplace bias. Let's talk.
Welcome to the Carl Ventures channel. I'm Carl, and alongside my husband Matthias, we're on an adventurous mission to explore the world with boundless curiosity and open hearts. Our journey is all about immersing ourselves in diverse cultures, connecting with people from all walks of life, and promoting positivity and understanding wherever we go. Join us as we embark on this thrilling adventure together, so buckle up and let's dive into the unknown.
The Let Them Let Me theory is a mindset tool for emotional empowerment and resilience. Let them means allowing others to act as they will, reject you, ghost you, disappear, without trying to control or chase them. It helps you detach and protect your peace by accepting what's out of your control. Let me shifts the focus inward, taking responsibility for your own actions, reactions, and choices. It's really about reclaiming your power through accountability, not superiority. Together, Let Them offers emotional release and Let Me offers proactive growth. The theory blends ancient wisdom and modern psychology to help you respond, not spiral. So when we say let them walk away, we stop chasing people who ghost, reject, or disrespect us. Their actions aren't about us. Our peace begins when we stop trying to control what's not ours to hold. Let me take the wheel. Reclaim your power by focusing on what you can control. Your mindset, your responses, your growth. Letting go doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing your part. Third, shift from reaction to intention. When you pair let them with let me, you stop spiraling and start steering. It's not about indifference. It's about intentional living with compassion, boundaries, and self-leadership. Have you ever found yourself chasing someone who clearly let go of you? A friend, a family, a boss, a lover. Maybe they ghosted you, judged you, expected more than you could give, and you're left wondering, what did I do wrong? Hey, so I've lost friendships. Some just drifted, others disappeared without a word. And honestly, I used to spiral with questions. Did I say something wrong? Was I too much? Should I reach out again? It consumed me, trying to make sense of something that never made space for a goodbye. But then I heard something from Mel Robbins that flipped the script. Let them ghost you. Let them disappear. Let them show you who they are. That hit hard because it's true. When someone walks away, it doesn't always reflect your value. It reflects their capacity. And that realization, it hurts, but it also frees you. So now I tell myself, let me grieve, let me accept, let me grow. It's not just about friends. This goes deeper. For me, it touched family too. I grew up in a Filipino home. Faith, tradition, expectations. These were the cornerstones of our life. And when I came out, not everyone stayed. Some distanced themselves quietly, others very loudly. And for years, I tried to fix it. I tried to explain, to prove that I could still belong. But now, let them believe what they believe. Let me live how I live. That's what radical acceptance looks like. It's not about agreeing. It's about letting go of the need to be understood by everyone. It's impossible, especially when their love comes with conditions. And you know what? It ties into stoicism too. Some things are up to us and some are not. So I've stopped chasing closure. I've started choosing clarity. Because when I say let them, I let people live their truth. And when I say let me, I reclaim mine. Let them go. Let me grow. That's peace. Now I want to shift the discussion to this portion about let them expect, let me set boundaries. Let's talk about this Filipino phrase, utang na loob. If you're Filipino, you know this phrase. It's not just about owing someone a favor. It's that deep, unspoken debt of gratitude. That's what it means, debt of gratitude. It says, if someone helped you, you owe them, maybe not just once, but forever. Do you imagine? It's rooted in love and loyalty, yes, but it can also turn into obligation and guilt. When I started doing well in life, stable career, decent salary, I've always been obligated to help. Can you send this? Can you pay for that? And at first I did for many years since we immigrated to the US because I understood, because I cared. But then came the expectations. And one moment that stuck with me, an older sibling told me, "You've always had a good salary. You have no excuse not to help our sibling in the Philippines." And in that moment, I thought to myself, what about the fact that I helped care for our elderly parents for the last 12 to 15 years of their lives? What about the physical, emotional, and financial toll of that? What about the fact that you watched from a distance? What about my own life, my own bills, my own responsibilities? When does it ever end? The truth, she didn't care. Because in her eyes, utang na loob wasn't about fairness. It was about expectation, about keeping score, about how much I should be giving. And I realized I could keep sacrificing until the end of time, and it will never be enough. That was a turning point for me. Let them expect and let me protect my peace. I had to unlearn the belief that just because someone once gave me something, I now owe them everything. I had to unlearn that being needed is the same as being valued. That saying no makes me a bad sibling. Want a practical shift? Try this. I can't help in that way right now, but I care deeply. It's honest, it's respectful, it's clear, because here's what I know now. You don't have to set yourself on fire to keep others warm. Let them call it selfish. Let me call it self-respect. This isn't about rejecting family. It's about releasing guilt. It's about honoring your boundaries while still honoring your roots. And when I think about the years I gave showing up for our parents day after day, the years that I've helped, sending money, helping out, I no longer feel the need to justify myself. I know what I did. I know who I am, and I'm allowed to have needs too. Utang na loob, or debt of gratitude, should connect us, not consume us. It's time we stop confusing endless giving with unconditional love. Because at the end of the day, I'm not here to earn my worth. I'm here to live it. Now, the third part of this discussion is about letting them judge and letting me be free. I've walked into boardrooms where I felt like I didn't belong. I'm gay, I'm brown, with an accent, a different energy, right? And even before I said a word, I could feel it. The quiet glances, the assumptions, the subtle way people assess you before they actually hear you. I'd share an idea, authentic, thoughtful, informed, only to have it ignored. Then someone else would say the same thing in a different tone or with a more acceptable face. And suddenly, it was brilliant. And I'll be honest, I used to shrink. I doubted myself. I started editing who I was, toning myself down just enough to fit in. I'd rehearse how to sound neutral, avoid being too much, and quietly carry the weight of being different in a room full of sameness. I remember being in my mid-20s, still early in my career, full of hope and a desire to grow, to be better, to be good at what I do. I walked into one of our manager's office to bring up a genuine concern. I thought about it carefully. I tried to be articulate and respectful. And at one point I used the word congruent, a word I learned, understood, and used appropriately. And he looked at me and said, "Congruent? That's a big word." Not with curiosity or encouragement, but with condescension. Like I was out of line for using language that, in his mind, didn't belong to me. In that moment, I shrank. He didn't correct me. He didn't engage with my concern. He subtly put me in my place, questioned my intelligence without ever saying it directly. Ooh, I will never forget that moment. And that moment stuck more than 20 years later. It made me second guess how I spoke. It made me wonder if I was trying too hard to sound smart, when in reality, I was smart. I am smart. That moment didn't reveal my inadequacy, it revealed his discomfort. His need to assert dominance in the face of someone younger, someone different, someone he may not have expected to speak with confidence. I've since learned when someone makes you feel small for showing up fully, the problem isn't your brightness, it's actually their dimness. So now, I use my words, big ones, honest ones, powerful ones, not to impress, but because I've earned the right to speak with clarity and conviction. Let them feel uncomfortable. Let me speak with strength. That moment never left me, but I've grown beyond it, and maybe someone out there needs to hear this. Don't dim your vocabulary or your voice to make others feel comfortable. Use your words. You don't need permission. But then I heard Mel Robbins say something that stopped me in my tracks. Their disrespect says nothing about you. Your response does. And it clicked. Why was I bending over backward to be seen as worthy when I was already enough? So I stopped trying to prove myself and started choosing to be myself. Let them judge. Let me shine. Because this isn't about fitting in. It's about belonging. As Brené Brown puts it perfectly, I'm a big fan of Dr. Brené Brown. She said, fitting in is changing who you are. Belonging is being who you are. I used to walk in these rooms feeling like I had to earn my seat. Now I walk in remembering that my presence is the value. My perspective matters, not despite who I am, but because of who I am. And before every big meeting or presentation, try to remember a mental note to myself. Let them think what they want. Let me be who I am. It's a game changer because it grounds me. It reminds me that I don't have to shrink to be worthy. That my voice, my accent is valid, even if it shakes. That someone's inability to see my light does not mean I'm not shining. So if you've ever felt overlooked, underestimated, or like you don't quite fit where you are, know this. You don't need to twist yourself to belong. You already do. And if they don't get it, let them. Because you weren't made to be small. You were made to take up space. Plain and simple. That's the bottom line. Now we come to the fourth part of this discussion. The let them, let me, the practice. Remember, this isn't just a concept. It's a practice. Let them, let me. Let them misunderstand me. Let them judge my silence or my boundaries. Let them cling to old versions of me once I've outgrown. Let them walk away if they need to. Let them believe what they want, even if it's not true. Let them stay in places I've worked so hard to leave behind. But also, let me grieve. Let me feel the ache of distance, the loss of closeness, the sting of not being seen. Let me grow. Let me expand without guilt. Let me evolve with grace. Let me choose love without abandoning myself. Let me choose myself without apology. This practice, it's not about being passive. It's about being powerful in your peace. It's about surrendering what you can't control so you can reclaim what you can. So here's what I want you to do today. Just take 2 minutes after this video. No pressure, no performance. Write this in your journal or just say it out loud. Let them blank. What is it that you're allowing them to do? And let me blank. Whatever rises, trust it. It might surprise you. It might be the very clarity you've been needing. And if you feel brave, comment below. Share your let them, let me mantra. Let's hold space for each other, not to fix, but to witness. Because healing doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Let them. Let me. This channel is for dreamers, yes, but also for the ones doing the hard work of becoming, of healing, reclaiming, rebuilding. If you needed this today, I just want you to know you're not alone. Subscribe and stick around. Let's keep talking about identity, empathy, letting go, and living free. Because no, we don't always get closure, but we can choose clarity. Let them, let me. Let's go. And if this spoke to you, watch these other videos next. More reflections, more healing, travel journeys, and more reminders that you belong just as you are. Peace and blessings.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more.